everyone. Chris Bernard here again with your devotions for the week. Today I want to come to us out of Psalm 9, verses 1 and 2. And I'm going to read this out of the Passion Translation. And it says this: I will worship you, Yahweh, with extended hands, as my whole heart erupts with praise. I will tell everyone everywhere about your wonderful works, and I will be glad and shout in triumph. I will sing praise to your exalted name, O Most High. Guys, I really feel like right now that there's a call from God for us to make time to worship Him, to take the time, to set it apart and say, yes, I'm going to spend time in your presence, oh God. Maybe you need a breakthrough in your life. Maybe you just need a break from all the busyness. But whatever your reasoning is, we need to set time apart to just spend time in His presence and worship Him. I was also reminded this morning of the verse out of Exodus, wherever Moses tells God, he says, if your presence doesn't go with me, I don't want to go. And that needs to be our mentality. It needs to be our heart that, God, I just want to be where your presence is. I want to be so close to you. I want to spend time worshiping you and praising you. One of the things I think is so neat about this verse here in Psalm 9:1 is that the Hebrew word for praise in that first verse is the word yada, and it means to worship with extended hands. It implies an ecstatic burst of praise that is thrown into the heavens like a shout. It is a praise that breaks strongholds. It is a fresh determination. Inside of us, it says, I'm going to give Him everything. You see, sometimes we want to worship God in just quiet and somberness, and that's good. And there are moments that is absolutely right. But other times, we need to actually demonstrate to God how much we're worshiping Him. We need to just throw our hands up in the air and say, God, it's all about you. I give up. I surrender everything. I surrender all of my control because it's all about you. I praise you. I recognize you for who you are, oh God. Not just for what you can do for me, but because of who you are. And I just want to worship you. When we have that attitude and we remind ourselves to put our focus back on Him rather than on the problems that we are currently facing, our perspective begins to change. Now, sometimes our circumstances don't change, but our perspective changes. And if our perspective changes and our focus is on Him, then He leads us where He wants us to be, and He takes us to those places that He wants us to go. So I want to challenge you for this week, maybe even today, throughout the rest of the week, take time, set time apart to worship Him, to give Him everything. Who cares what you look like? Who cares what other people think? Isn't He worthy to receive all of our praise and all of our adoration? Because of who He is. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you again soon.